Hi, my name is Victor. I'm a former resident of Canada as well as the United States, and I now live here in Southeast Asia in Philippines as well as Vietnam part of the year. Real quick before I get started, I heard about this story about this baby here in the Philippines who has been abandoned since birth and has moved around from orphanage to orphanage, foster home to foster home. She's now over 18, working in a restaurant, and hats off to her. I give her all the credit in the world despite having enormous challenges. She's trying to do the best for herself. What I'm trying to say, friends, is treat others how you would like to be treated yourself. Nobody knows what others have gone through. I certainly read all of the comments and I also reply to each and every one of you. Thanks for that. And we also sincerely thank everybody who has been supporting the channel. We have the link in the description box below where you can support the channel. Let's get started with today's video.
This video, I would like to discuss when I actually met former Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte when I was living in Davao City. So I used to live on Artiaga Street in Davao City, just next to the boulevard. And so every day, when I used to eat, I used to just walk on the boulevard, just a quick 5 minute walk on the boulevard to towards like Davao City Hall, San Pedro Church. That's where all the restaurants and everything were in that area. Or I could also go to Gaisano Ilustre or Gaisano Bajada. Uh, that's the good thing about Davao City is that everything you need is right there within a few blocks. So one day, as I was just near to San Pedro Church, Davao City Hall is right across the street from San Pedro Church, and I noticed a lot of cameras there. So I just went to get a closer look, and sure enough, it was uh, the mayor at the time. At that time, I'm going back a few years now. At that time, he was the mayor of Davao City, and I noticed that he was very approachable in the sense that a lot of people were taking photos with him and smiling, and he was shaking people's hands and greeting them. So I said, why not? Let me try my luck and say hello to him also because, I had actually seen him on the cover of Time magazine. There was an article about him. And Time magazine is a global magazine, Time magazine. So, so I said, okay, let me just. So I tapped the, I guess his security detail or a police officer. I said, can I just have a word with Mayor Duterte? And he said, okay, sure. What's your name and where are you from? So I said, my name is Victor. And at that time, I was living in Honolulu, Hawaii. So he asked me, what's your name and where you're from? And about a minute later, uh, the mayor, Mayor Duterte, he introduced himself. He said to me, "Hi, Victor. How are you from? How long have you been here?" So he was very approachable, and I just asked him at the time. I said, I saw an article about you, sir, in Time magazine, and I'm just curious. Do you plan on becoming president? And he told me, actually, he told me no. He's too old or something to that effect, and he just smiled. So, it's interesting that not too long after that, he in fact did become president of the Philippines. So I guess I was just kind of starstruck at the time, So, but the interesting thing is, I saw Mayor Duterte right in front of the Davao City Hall, and myself, or even my wife, it's very interesting how Davao City is the model of efficiency. Everything from when getting a driver's license or my wife getting like a business permit or something, it was quickly done and really, really efficiently in comparison to some other places in the Philippines. The park over there in the city, People's Park, is one of the cleanest, most beautiful parks that I have ever seen anywhere in the Philippines. I mean, if I compare it to parks on a global scale, it has all these famous Mindanao statues of famous people from Mindanao, and the sitting area, it's surrounded by trees, so you get the shade from the sun, and it's just a beautiful park. Like, you just go there just to clear your mind or relax, get some fresh air. It's really honestly, it's one of the most beautiful parks I have ever seen in my whole life. And it's clean. Like every time I go there, there's people sweeping the park, picking up garbage and everything. This is a testament to the about to the Davao City, to Davao City officials, how they run the city. It's really incredible. And also, one thing about Davao City I really like is that, as I mentioned earlier, everything you need is like right there. It has this feel that you're in a city, but at the same time you're in a rural area. That's how it feels. It's just so clean and efficient. For example, next to me, I had my choice of two malls: Gaisano Illustrate, which was again very nice mall, food court. I have my selection, my choice of whatever I want to eat, and then also Gaisano Bahara was also walking distance as well, which is a bigger mall than Gaisano Illustrate, and just the selection and the choice that you have in the even Gaisano Bahara, it's really really good. There's a movie theater over there, so I liked my days of when I was living in Davao City. It's really one of my favorite cities in the Philippines. That's it for this edition of Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. Until next time, take care, everybody.